Is
I don't
the
have
drama
nothing about
between
it.
Knots and Corland really now just like Luke, Mechanic, and a few other people trading, thinly veiled personal barbs at each other on Twitter?
Maybe.
Like the case for Core and Knots has been laid out a million times at this point, and
don't
filters
forget,
and whatnot.
Adam Back is now involved here.
I know. My
He's
God, I know.
and not doing just last comment I'll say about this. I wanted just to give it to you more than anything else because I talked about this at length. I'm not sure if you wanted to say anything, but Adam Back seems to be not doing the best of jobs with coming out with his PR firm. They got to beef him up. He's just doing a shit job. That's all I got to say. Do you have anything you want to say about this? Because I have nothing to say. This is one of the big things this past couple of weeks, and you weren't here last week.
Well, what do you think? What do you think what is the rational? I don't say the rational outcome because I think we both agree that you should be able to run filters if you want, and the pressure should be to the pressure should be toward autonomy with your node and all that stuff. But what is going to end this drama? Because I can't even go on Bitcoin Twitter anymore. My Twitter feed now, because I've stopped engaging with that stuff on the For You page, is now fantasy football, like strictly, basically nothing but. And so I don't know if anyone else's For You feed is like that now, but I care a lot more about who I'm going to take at the 1-2 turn in my draft than I do about what Adam Back and Mechanic say about Knots versus Core. Like, I just don't give a shit. I've never cared less than I do now. I don't run a node, by the way, obviously. So, but I mean, but even the node runners line, how much do you care to keep looking at this stuff? You don't either.
No. Going forward, then, if I didn't want to speak too much about this, if there's something in it that in one of the two iterations between Knots or Core that I don't like, then obviously I'm not going to run it. So that's what I'm going to look at moving forward. If something in there I don't like, I pivot. Something I like, I'm going to stick with whatever I have, whatever the fuck it is. That's the beautiful thing about this. You have choice. Pick whatever the fuck you want it to do. Run it however the fuck you want. Doesn't matter. If you can make it jump through hoops if you want, as long as it is in accordance to the Bitcoin network, and just do whatever the fuck you want. But man, it's getting to be just nonsense now, I think. But
Agreed.
I want to see us move on. All right, let's move on from that too. I think a big story this past week that hasn't really been touched on. Which I want to hear. What you
Anytime you lead like that, I just know.
No. The UAE government, it's suspected now that they may be mining Bitcoin, and they have been doing for some time. This is according to Arkham Intelligence. And this is from a report that was written by Arkham. They said that they have mined and are keeping 6,300. They actually mined more than that. I'll talk about that in a sec. But the 6,300 Bitcoin, the value of that was around $700 million as of last week. I'm not sure. It's showing the sats per what dollar per sats, but it's gone down in the price of Bitcoin. So probably 650 million. It's a lot of money, whatever the fuck it is. Either way, they're taking the Bhutan approach, and they're using excess electricity to mine Bitcoin.